Hello friends, this is Sanvi and welcome to the Terrace classroom. In today's video, we will study the next lesson of social science, that is parallels and meridians. In this module, you will learn about what is a parallel, what is a hemisphere, important features of parallels, numbering parallels, important parallels, what are meridians, important features of meridians, numbering meridians, locating places on a globe, and what is a grid. Introduction. Certain imaginary lines of references are called parallels and meridians. The Earth's axis is an imaginary line drawn through the center of the Earth. The endpoints on the axis are called poles. The point at the top is the North Pole. The one at the bottom is the South Pole. So, let us begin with the first topic of today's video, that is parallels. The parallel lines drawn on the surface of the globe are called parallels or lines of latitude. These circles run from east to west. The Earth is divided into two equal halves by an imaginary line drawn through the center of the Earth. This line is called the equator. It is the longest parallel. Now let us study what is a hemisphere. A hemisphere is defined as half of the world or globe. Hemisphere. There are four hemispheres. They are the Northern Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere, the Western Hemisphere, and the Eastern Hemisphere. So there are some important features of parallels which you must note down. All parallels are complete circles except for the North Pole and the South Pole, which are points. The length of the parallel decreases as we move away from the equator and towards the poles. They are located at an equal distance from each other. Parallels do not cross or touch one another. So now that you know what are parallels and what are the important features of parallels, let us know how to number them. Numbering parallels. First, we start from the equator and mark it as 0° latitude. Then, we mark the other parallels from 0° to 90° based on their location, N for north or S for south of the equator. Remember, the North Pole is written as 90° north and the South Pole is written as 90° south. There are 90 parallels in the Northern Hemisphere and 90 parallels in the Southern Hemisphere. Therefore, there are 181 parallels in all, including the equator. So, there are some important lines of latitudes which you must always remember. First, we start from the North Pole and mark it as 90° north. The North Pole is a point. Then comes the Arctic Circle at 66.5° north. Then is the Tropic of Cancer at 23.5° north. Below the Tropic of Cancer is the equator at 0° latitude. Below the equator comes the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5° south. And then comes the Antarctic Circle at 66.5° south. The South Pole is marked as 90° south. It is also a point. Now let us learn what are meridians. Meridians are imaginary lines that run from pole to pole. They are also called lines of longitude. These lines run from the North Pole to the South Pole. So now comes the important features of meridians. The meridians cut the parallels at right angle, which is 90°. They all are of the same length. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. Meridians are used to measure distances in the east or west directions. So now we all know that to number the parallels, we start from the equator and mark it as 0° latitude. But we also need a starting point to number the meridians. So let us learn how to do so. Numbering meridians. In 1884, it was decided to fix Greenwich, a place near London, as the starting point to number the meridians. The meridian that passes through Greenwich is named as the prime meridian. It is marked as 0° longitude. The longitude of a place is measured by the east or west of the prime meridian. There are 180 meridians in the eastern hemisphere and 180 meridians in the western hemisphere. Therefore, there are 360 meridians in all. So now we know all about parallels and meridians. But we must also know the use of it. So here's it. It's locating places on a globe. So to locate a place, we must know the degree of its parallel or latitude and its meridian or longitude. The place at which the parallel and the meridian cross each other is the location of that place. So what is a grid? Yes, the network of lines formed on the globe by the parallels and meridians or latitudes or longitudes is called a grid. Grid is the network of lines formed by the combination of parallels of latitudes and longitudes on the globe. It is very useful for locating various places exactly on the globe or map. So friends, here we reach the end of this module. Thank you for listening patiently. Do like and share if you found the video useful. And as usual, subscribe to the Terrace Classroom for more such educational videos. Bye-bye.